which is made in the Achaemenid period Iran, ancient Iran. This is an object of supreme luxury. What it is a rhyton, and a rhyton is a wine pourer. It comes from a Greek word rhytos, meaning to flow, and it's because it's a vessel through which wine would flow out. Now, this is an object of supreme luxury on many different levels. And the first one is its materials. Well, it's made of silver with gold sheet applied to the outside. And you can see from the silver horn and then fixed on the front, an animal-shaped attachment called a protome. And this has been cast in the shape of a griffin and then fixed on the front. The griffin is a sort of fantastical, mythological creature that's kind of half lion, half eagle. You can see the lion's claws stretched out with the beak and the head of an eagle. This has also been given the horns coming across the top. What you're seeing is remarkable details, incredibly rendered feathers, the detail of the horns with the golden tips. And there would have been inlaid precious gem or a jewel or maybe perhaps even glass in a pendant hanging around the griffin's torso. And we're only seeing kind of half of it because there's a groove running along the back of the griffin into which gold, probably gold sheet or foil, would have been wedged as a mane across the griffin's back, which would have perhaps moved or at least caught the light in a really dynamic kind of way. So it's a luxury because of its materials and luxury because of its artisanship. But it's a luxury for more than that. It's a luxury for the way it's used as well. So we've come into the basement of the British Museum to try to give you a reenactment of being at one of these feasts. We have a rhyton here. It's got the ibex head of a famous version in New York. This is a replica. I'm going to demonstrate to you, with the finest bowl that we could get from the British Museum staff canteen, exactly how this would have gone about. Who would then fill the rhyton while the king had his thumb over the spout to stop it. And then, holding the bowl balanced on 3 fingers, the king would unstop the rhyton and let the wine flow. And I think you have to imagine the torchlight flickering off the gold, flickering off the silver, flickering off the wine itself. The king, no doubt, demonstrating his ability to drink with such skill far more dexterously than I've just done there. And I think when you look at that, I always think of a line by Coco Chanel, the French fashion designer. She said that luxury begins where necessity ends. And if you need a vessel to pour wine, this has far eclipsed necessity. This is something that is celebrating your authority to command the finest resources and to reach for the best craftsmen across your empire, as the Persian king could. The king bestows prestige upon an object like this because he is using it. And so there's that wonderful duality, this relationship between the user and luxury, where they're both receiving and bestowing prestige upon the other.